China has just released a white paper titled A Global Community of Shared Future, China's Proposals and Actions. This year marks 10 years since the concept of building a community with a shared future for mankind was proposed by President Xi Jinping. Authorities held a press conference in Beijing on white paper Tuesday morning. Now, for more on that, let's cross live to our reporter Dai Kai in the Chinese capital. Kai, you've been following this very closely. First, tell us more about this document.
That's right, Pandeng. Like you said, the white paper as well as the press conference this morning comes at a time when the idea of building a global community of shared future has been around for 10 years. Chinese President Xi Jinping propounded it 10 years ago, and over the past decade, there's been multiple progress in turning this idea into reality. For example, at this morning's press briefing, China's political bureau member of the CPC Central Committee and Foreign Minister Wang Yi said the idea has gained wider international recognition, especially among the developing countries. It's been written into United Nations resolutions for 6 consecutive years, and it's also been written into various resolutions in multiple international organizations like Shanghai Cooperation Organization as well as BRICS countries. So even though the world faces multiple challenges, for example, like trade protectionism, like public health crises and geopolitical crises, the momentum going forward is still there. And this idea is a solution that China provides to the rest of the world in this very uncertain time that we live in. I know.
Well, okay, let's go into some specifics. Now, the document said this very concept introduces a new approach to international relations, provides new ideas for global governance, and opens up new prospects for international exchanges. Tell us a little bit more on those.
That's right. It actually mentioned that, as right now, the world has been at a crossroads, if you will. So that's why the first part of the paper highlights how globalization has optimized that allocation of resources like labor, like technology, as well as capital. Those resources are like turning isolated ponds and small rivers into one vast ocean where the market has become a world market or a global market. That underscores the growing interdependence between among developing and developed countries, and it says cooperation and mutual benefit are the only correct choices. The document also points out that global challenges demand global solutions. There are deficits currently in peace, development, security and governance that need to be addressed globally. The paper argues that in the face of global crises, we must abandon what they call the zero-sum game mentality and engage in global cooperation. The white paper calls on nations to come together, working hand in hand to collectively build a global community of shared future. That way, according to the white paper and according to the officials this morning, can the world as a whole overcome the challenges that lie ahead?